Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Navy Midshipmen. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Air Force's offense will have the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollack.
And you got to come out under control.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade, helping this Navy defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
So Navy's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's
a seam wide open. Past the 20. Past the 10. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a first and goal. Big fullback's got it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Splits the uprights. Good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
To the ground, he's got it again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Makes the grab. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And the Falcons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out.
Scores on the sneak.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's DeLuca. Makes the grab down the middle.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for room. It's Brady. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Fired in there, but incomplete. A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. The Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Might be calling a hot route. On the move at the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Rides the back on the option to give. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. And Navy will go back on the attack. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 9. Give him one.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Dropping back, it's DeLuca. Found a seam. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Navy! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up 14 over Washington State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25. And the Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. A low line drive and short kick. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Navy offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Looking for space, it's Brady.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Navy will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give on the inside. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And you've already set your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to get it to the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down. On the run, still looking. Quarterback gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, looking for a space. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Falcons will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And it's picked off for the third time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was in press? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback And his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards. 3rd and goal. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Air Force. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 25 over Washington State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Pulls it in. It's Thorne. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He's got it inside the 15. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They're setting up the screen. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. On the option, he'll pitch it. Sweet punt there. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking for a gap. It's Brady. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Give to the single back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Breaks into the open. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Falcons come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Give to the back. Hard running there. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Air Force! And the beatdown has ensued. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the option. Look out, he's got room. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Back to pass on second down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll pull it down. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first to keep the drive alive. QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on.